Morning guys, Sunday October the 17th 2021. So as you can see, weather-wise it's ridiculous, but we did manage to get this grass cut slightly yesterday. You can see it's still a bit of a mess and it needs another going over if and when we ever get a dry spell, but at least it's took down a bit. It was it was double this length. So I'm just going to give you a quick look at these stock cocks that I decided I was keeping while they're outside. I'm just about to go in and feed all the birds. I'll catch you in a minute. Right guys, so this was the last shed that we got cleaned out. This one hadn't been done for quite a considerable time and needed good cleaning out. It only had the 9 pigeons in though, 11 pigeons in here. So you can see from the roof the big wet patch up there. And I hadn't actually noticed that. Now I've just been in there and felt it, and it is actually drying out. So the repair on the roof we done yesterday has obviously worked. It only is that one area, the rest of the loft is bone dry. And we put some drop boards in yesterday that obviously were laying outside yesterday, and they've started to dry back. These were soaking wet yesterday, but they've started drying back now. They just want a quick scrape down with the scraper to take the algae off, and then we'll get some wood chips on there as well, and then we're going to start sorting the hens that we're keeping into this loft. Good morning guys, and welcome back to Allotment. First of all, I apologise for the quality of the video. The light is terrible outside. It's an extremely dull and miserable day out there, so the video is always affected when we do it inside here because the light just isn't that good. Right, so today is the day. I'm going to set the tripod up, depending on how bad the rain is, either inside a loft, inside of a clean loft, and video the birds from there as we're taking them out the basket to go on the website. And hopefully we'll just be able to give you some footage. This could turn out to be a lengthy video, so if you get fed up at any time, then you can just browse away guys. If you enjoy the content, you might want to stay to the end. So last night I went to the website that's always in the description below. If you expand the description, you'll see the link to the website, and on there I added a courier that can be added to the cart if you decide to purchase birds and you want me to organise the courier for you. That way you can just add that as well, quantity 1 to your order, pay for it. The site is automated and will take PayPal payments, or alternatively you can contact me for my bank details and I'll send them across on WhatsApp because it's secure. The other thing is I've put a test advert up there, just a picture of the blue frill stencil hen. Set a ridiculous price so nobody will try to purchase it and said do not purchase this bird. But in the description of there you will find my mobile number if you so wish to contact me. Please don't waste my time. If you really are interested in the birds, then by all means contact me. If you're not really interested or don't have any intentions of purchasing them, please don't waste mine or your time. Thank you. Right, so today Nigel has selected himself 4 birds and they will be going on Tuesday. We'll get the courier book tonight. And Richard has selected the black race cock and the black race hen. It was actually paired to that cock this year, so he won't have any problem getting them to pair together. So thank you very much. Those birds will be on the way to you guys on Wednesday, sorry, and you'll get them on Thursday. And then, so we obviously won't video those because those are already spoken for, but we will do the rest of the birds. Now there's quite a significant amount of birds. I might have to do these videos in 2, one today and one maybe Thursday, but we'll see how it goes guys. I'll try and get right through them all today if I can, and then even if it means coming back Thursday and photographing them, then that's what we'll do. Got the kettle on as always, and I'm just about to have a cup of coffee, and then we're going to make a start. Sorry guys, I just want to add at this point that these birds are only for sale in the UK. I can only apologise for that because of the astronomical cost to get them anywhere else. and quarantine now. I did make inquiries about getting the birds to Ireland as well, but that I can't find a courier that will cater for people in Ireland, so I apologise for that. But what we can do is we can cater from people in the far north of Scotland right down to Wales and anywhere between in the UK. Now, depending on your location up in Scotland and further south, there may be a slightly higher charge for the courier, so you'll need to contact me first so we can check that out, or you can check it out yourself on Walker's Pigeon Transport website, and it will give you a list of all the postcodes right at the bottom of the page where there will be extra charges before you decide whether you want to purchase any birds. So as I say, I did try to make inquiries and find someone that could transport to Ireland, and unfortunately I think it was a girl called Sophie that asked me if to look into that for her, and unfortunately that I can't find anyone that can actually do this. Right guys, it's taken me an hour and a half. This has been an almost impossible task, selecting through the hens which to keep. Now I've had to keep some race type hens, small hens back as well, for ultimately getting the frill stencils down to race size. I do have one or two like that already, but some of the other frill stencil hens are rather large. So we've ended up, I was intending to keep 20, I've got 28 in here, but that includes a fantail and some of the race type size hens that I want to keep in the blacks and checks. So these are what we've opted to keep. Well, there's a frill stencil hen there, or a small black hen. The blue frill stencil. Again, apologies for the light, guy, it's terrible outside, you can probably hear the rain pouring down. There's two barless blue hens in here, a qualmond hen, some small blacks, a carrying frill stencil, race checks, a yellow check, another small black, the dark brown frill stencils, Andalusian and blacks, two milky hens, Andalusian frill stencil, another small race check, a satinette hen in blue, one in brown, another race check, an indigo hen, another brown, two almonds. This has been really difficult, guys, and there are still birds that I want to keep, but I'm going to have to let go. And there will be the first ones that we video. I can't keep them all, and I've kept way more than I intended here in hens, but with hens we have the selection, and the hens are smaller birds. Now next year we'll let some of these bigger frill stencils go, and we'll keep our small to mediums. But that one there is almost a perfect specimen and down to race size already. Some of these ones are slightly larger. Now amongst the hens there is going to be at least one which is the sister, no it's not, it's an F1 Andalusian hen, and she has bred some of these frill stencils paired to the white bar Lebanon frill stencil cock. So she will breed frill stencil if you put her to a F1 frill stencil cock. There are a couple going to be for sale, but these are the ones I've decided to keep. And it's still too many really, guys, but I can't, I need to keep these ones back. I might sort through them and let a few more go later next year, but for now I don't want to part with everything and then find out I've made the wrong decision. So there's 28 hens and we have 15 cocks. Well, we have 16 because we're keeping the pencil cock as well, guys. And then there's still a lot of birds to go. We'll get all the hens condensed. So these are the ones I'm keeping. We'll get all the other hens condensed into one big double loft now as well. And then we'll have all the cocks condensed in one loft that's to go, and all the hens condensed into another double loft that's to go. A quick audio test to see if these wireless microphones have still got enough charging for them to do this. I'm actually using the polytunnel to maximise daylight so we can give you a good look at these birds. Now these first few birds that I'm going to be putting on here are birds that I really didn't want to go, but unfortunately they have to go. So this pigeon may not actually be for sale. I'm actually just waiting a reply from someone who may have already selected this a while ago. So this is a frill stencil. It's actually toy stencil carrying frill stencil, and it's a blue white bar toy stencil marked, and it's out of the blondinette cock, it's out of the Lebanon cock with a satinette hen. I'm waiting replies on this one, but just in case they decide they don't want it, this one will be for sale. This is one of my ex-breeders. This hen has bred me frill stencils. She's out of the Lebanon cock, she's a big hen, and she carries frill stencil. She's Andalusian, so she's an Andalusian carrying the frill stencil gene. Really nice pigeon, still a young bird. She's only 2019 pigeon, and quite a number of the frill stencils, like the white bar blue, not that one I've just showed you, but another white bar blue, and the Andalusian frill stencils have all came from her, paid to a frill stencil. So she's going to have to go, just because she's large, nothing more than that, and I want them smaller. Then we have a nice ice split for barless hen, already bred barless, and her son is also for sale. Again, just a young pigeon, only 2020 bird, last year's pigeon. Sorry, I keep disappearing off the screen, guys. Then we've got a really nice indigo bar hen. Again, one of my ex-breeders. Can't keep them all, guys, unfortunately. You see the nice ribbon tail on this hen. Lovely type and size as well, this hen. But I've opted to keep the dark check indigo, or what looks like a red check. So she's an indigo bar hen. Again, a relatively young bird, 2018. Another one we didn't want to let go, but we've got to make room somewhere, guys. And this is a barless brown hen that I bred myself. And she's 2019. Almost through, fully through the moult, just on the last flight now, guys. Barless hen, barless brown. Right, guys, I'm not sure how good the audio is coming out on this, so I'm going to have to try and keep pretty close to the camera, just in case the wireless microphone isn't picking up properly. So here we have a nice little recessive red hen, one white tail flight, as you can see. She's this year's youngster. Should be going on the website. Sorry I keep disappearing on you here when I'm going down for the birds. Now we have a frill stencil, Trigonino. You see the white spotting up the flights. It's toy stencil. Sorry, not frill stencil, it's toy stencil. And would be ideal as a cross-in with any F1 toy stencil, frill stencil birds that will be going. And we have another one, similar, just slightly lighter. And again, it has the stenciling up the flights. Again, toy stencil. Then we have another indigo pied. Hope you can see these coming out okay. This is this year's young bird, indigo pied. I can't give any guarantees with this one or any of the young birds, but I think this one is a cock. This is the one that I was on about that I thought was still one more indigo pied in the cocks. Then we have another indigo pied. Again, they have the brown copper bronzy bars, the indigos, and they have the patterning in the tail as well, guys. This is a believed hen, this one, and that's an indigo pied. Now I have one of my ex-breeders, which is a 2017 opal pigeon, but she doesn't have any rings on her. So this is an opal pied hen. She's 2017 bird, still breeding fine, but unfortunately we need to let them go, guys. We need to let them go. We have this year's youngster, Ice. Really nice these have turned out. I've kept one of these. Almost through them all, 3 flights to go. A nice little Ice hen, split for barless. You can see they have much lighter tails, the ice birds. Really nice young hen, this one. I've kept the nestmate to it, which was also a hen. And that's it for now, guys. Right, guys, so I'm back in the shade and I'm having a cup of coffee. This is way harder than I expected it was going to be. Mostly because it was such a difficult decision on which hens to keep and which ones to let go. But then there is quite a lot of birds that need to go, and all the running back and forward into the sheds, collecting which birds I've decided I'm letting go and then videoing them. This is going to run into a long video, so we're going to have to do this in 2 halves. So the Andalusian F1 frill stencil hen out of the breeder loft that I've decided I'm going to let go, for no other reason other than she's on the large side. She has already bred. In fact, all of the Andalusian carrying frill stencil or Andalusian frill stencils are out of that hen. And if she's paired back to one of her sons, there's an Andalusian split frill stencil cock, you'll get a small percentage of frill stencil in Andalusian. Or you could pair her to an F1 black that even isn't showing any visuals, but they will still produce a small percentage of frill stencil, toy stencil. Likewise with any of the toy stencil or F1 frill stencils, even if they show no frill stencil markings, I know what they're out of. You will get a percentage, a small percentage. They won't all be frill stencil, but you'll get a small percentage of frill stencils to work with, and then you'll bring the size down if that's what you so desire, or you can keep them that size because the Lebanon type pigeons still sell well. I'm actually going to end the video here. I'm going to have this cup of coffee. I've still got more to do, and I haven't even photographed any of them. I've got the ring numbers down yet. I'm going to have this cup of coffee, then I'm going to video some more, but it will be up as a video after this one. Otherwise you'll just get pig sick of watching one great big feature length film. So I'll put this one up tonight, and then the next one I'll possibly put up Monday evening or Tuesday evening, and so on until we've got them all videoed and put up on the website, guys. For now, as always, wherever you are in the world, please stay safe, be practical, keep yourselves out of harm's way. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, and I'll see you again in the next video.